Hello, and welcome to verse 30 of the Tao. With Tao, help those who rule. Oppose rule by arms, to which the whole world returns. Thorns and brambles grow between the barracks. After each battle, famine. Skilled command attains, then stops, rejecting force. Achieve without arrogance. Attain without pride. Achieve without opposition, without violence. Things nourish and decay. This is called not Tao. Not Tao won't last long. Okay. With Tao, help those who rule. Okay, so if you follow the way, follow the Tao. Oh, sorry about that. With Tao, help those who rule. So the way will help those who rule if they're ruling justly. Oppose rule by arms. With Tao, help those who rule. Oppose rule by arms. Okay. So with Tao, if you follow the way, then you're helping the rulers. Assuming the rulers have good intentions. Oppose rule by arms. Yeah. So when you go with things, like when you go with the positive, you're using the Tao. When you're opposing things, it's like, yeah, that's why it's like anti-war. That's kind of like, that's kind of like weird. But pro-peace, right? So you go with the way. Oppose rule by arms, yeah, because then you're having to like conflict. Then you're going like against the way of things. Okay. To which the world returns. With Tao, help those who rule. Oppose rule by arms. To which the whole world returns. So I guess the whole world is following the way? That's what he's saying? Like the whole world returns to the Tao? Okay. Thorns and brambles. Those are like shrubs. Thorns and brambles grow between the barracks. Okay. So when you set up shop, like a barracks, like a military installation, thorns and brambles grow between there. So these are like almost like aggressive plants. So you're almost like encouraging thorns and brambles to grow because you built a military establishment, chances are it's going to come in handy. It's like you walk around with a gun, you're more likely to have to use it. It's like you're encouraging it. You're like inviting that into your universe. After each battle, famine. So it's like whatever's, they're telling you right off the bat, you're building a barracks, there's going to be thorns and brambles. You're creating thorns and brambles in this territory. And okay, after each battle, there's going to be a battle. Famine. Ugh. So one way or another, you create this big catastrophe of a battle. It's going to like decimate the countryside. You're going to use up all the resources. It's going to create famine. It's like you're creating something negative. You're having a battle, it's catastrophe. And catastrophe is going to come after it in the form of famine. Skilled command attains. Yeah. So if you used your skilled command, you could even avoid the battle, right? Avoid all of that because you're commanding. You're commanding with presence. You're commanding with authority. You're commanding with skill, with knowledge. You can attain that way. Go with the way. Then stops, rejecting force. Yeah. So if you're using the Tao, you're skillfully attaining, commanding, and then once you get that, you can just stop. You don't need more force. You reject force. You say, no, I'm attaining because I'm using skilled command. Reject force. Don't need that. Achieve without arrogance. Don't need to be arrogant. You're going to get there. You're following the way. Just chill. Just relax. Just follow the way. Use skilled command. You don't need arrogance, bro. Attain without pride. Okay. Skilled command. So you're like using all of your faculties. You can attain. Attain without pride. So you actually don't need pride. So you can attain by using skilled command. Pride, not so much. Not necessary. You don't need to be like, I'm the best, look at me. Don't need it. Achieve without opposition. It's because you're following with the way. That goes back to what they said at the beginning. Oppose rules by arm. Oppose rule by arm. So that's when you're fighting against. Rather, they're saying achieve without opposition. You're just following that way, following the Tao. Without violence. Definitely not violence. It's like not some like catastrophic happenstance. It's like the river is just like flowing through, right? The river is just like flowing by. You're just like following it. Without violence. You don't like smash the river because it's not getting you anywhere. You're following it. Follow the way. Things nourish and decay. That is true. Things do nourish and they do decay. So it's like things nourish. You can like drink some water and like eat some healthy food, but then it decays inside of you and provides nourishment, and then it goes back into the cycle of nature, the circle of life. Things nourish and decay. Even you nourish the world by your gift, by producing and following the way, but eventually you decay, and that is part of the way. It's all connected. This is called not Tao. Now that part I do not fucking get. This is called not Tao. Things nourish and decay. Things nourish and decay, yeah. This is called not Tao. Okay. Not Tao won't last long. Things nourish and decay. So is he saying that things don't nourish and decay? Because I thought they do. Things nourish and decay. This is called not Tao. Okay? Not Tao. This is called not Tao. Not Tao won't last long. I get that part. Not Tao won't last long because you need to follow the way or you're not sustainable. Okay. This is called not Tao. Yeah. That's what I would refer to something that is like, you know, someone like trying too hard, you know, or someone like not taking responsibility. I would call that not Tao. Things nourish and decay. Maybe he's saying things nourish and decay because that's what happens if you're not following the way. Like things decay or they nourish. Maybe there is some other middle ground he's referring to. Like things follow the way. Maybe if just following the way is the Tao. And things nourish and decay is opposite of that. Whew. This one stumped me a little bit, I'll admit it. Verse 30 of the Tao Te Ching. Why don't you all put some comments in the bottom if you got something to add to it. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave some kind of comment. Peace.